Alright, I'm standing here under a wild pear tree, and wild pears are awesome and one of the most unappreciated species around, I think. As far as wildlife attractant, it's like magnitudes greater than apples. When pears are dropping, the deer are there. It's like there's an aroma to pears that is not found in other fruit. Maybe like persimmon or something would be equivalent. Really good for wildlife, but also good for people. Wild pears are very astringent. Like if I take one of these little pears and I try to bite into it, the astringency is so strong I can't really do it. But if I cook them down into like a pear sauce, it's pretty good. And what most people do with them is they make them into perry, like a cider. But what I really love about these trees is that they can live for centuries. It's one of the oldest, one of the trees capable of living the oldest in the whole world. They can live for many centuries, and they can grow to be much bigger than this, 70, 80 feet tall, huge girth. There are pear trees that I've collected over a ton of fruit from a single tree every year, and they're just a phenomenal species that I feel like really we should be spreading far and wide, and we can find all kinds of new disease-resistant varieties if we're growing them from seed. And what a great rootstock they can be, added into timber plantings, mixed in. Pear wood is one of the most valued woods to woodworkers. It's a very beautiful, smooth grain that it's totally unparalleled. It's like a white, creamy wood that there's really nothing like it. If you talk to people who are experts at working with wood and you give them a slab of pear, they're going to be pretty excited. Just a really vigorous, remarkable tree. So the way I gather is I usually put a tarp down, and I'll miss a bunch, but that's okay. I don't have a big tarp today. And I just use a pole and shake them down. Got a little hook here. But you get a sense of how much is on these trees. And that's just one branch. So if I go around this whole tree, I'll get several hundred pounds. I used to sell these to cideries, where they would make them into perry. They're pretty cool. Sometimes they look like pear-shaped like this, and sometimes they're dead round. Some people actually mistake them for apples, but pears are often a little bit thorny. And then the bark, it's got this like kind of square checkering on the bark, as opposed to an apple, which is more like flaky and mottled. But the pears have these like vertical rows of checkered bark, and they're found scattered around hedgerows and even in the woods. I've found them mixed with like oaks and hickories and stuff like that deep in the forest. Just a great tree, and let's go and find more disease-resistant varieties out there. We'll be growing these trees in the nursery and selling seeds. So thanks for watching.